Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video, and today we're going to be continuing the sudden death tournament with 3.0 Xbow Cycle. So last time we were able to get 10 wins and 0 losses using 3.0 Xbow Cycle, but also I showed you guys a special little strategy to get 3 crowns early on, and it's honestly very risky. I saw someone say they went 1 to 5 with it, so like I said, it is risky. It's not exactly just an easy way to win, because I mean King Tower is really hard to just spell cycle down. That's basically the strategy. You rocket and poison the King Tower over and over. But the reason that helps, some people are asking as well, is because I think I explained it last time, but just in case you missed it, in the top 50 right now, you'll notice that all the different rankings are divided by crowns. So for example, all of these players are at 32 wins from number 40 to number 50, but as you can see, number 40 has 36 crowns, while everyone else, or actually 41 as well, but everyone else has less, usually just 32, because sudden death is a single crown format usually. So having these extra crowns is going to help out for the top 1000. So obviously that strategy doesn't matter if you're not expecting to go any higher than like 28 wins, because 28 wins is probably where top 1k is going to be around. I guess I might try, but I don't know. After my last global tournament performance, I'm honestly happy enough with that I don't really need to try hard this one too hard, just kind of playing for fun and also to make videos for you guys. But yeah, today we're going to be continuing the grind. Also just wanted to say I really appreciate your guys' comments on my last video, the full 12-win classic challenge series. I guess I have been kind of doubting myself, but also a lot of you guys left some really friendly advice and also like feedback, I guess. I'll probably try out some of the things you guys mentioned, like maybe meditation or just something like that. But also, I guess sometimes I just doubt myself for no reason. Like, there's no real reason to believe that I won't be able to make videos or that I'm not saying things well, because I mean, I'm recording one right now. I was able to play in the last few days and record videos, so I guess yeah, I just appreciate the feedback though, guys, and advice and support. Anyways, bit of a long intro, but let's get right into the match. We're going to be going for 15 wins today, and let's go. So last time we were up against actually quite a wide variety of decks. I would expect Graveyard Freeze and Balloon Freeze to definitely be the main kind of deck in this format. Also, Goblin Drill Wallbreakers comes out, so Drill is probably going to be another deck, going to be very annoying as well. Let's actually Xbow with this, because Knight should walk up in front. Then, okay, that was actually a really bad log, because I actually didn't need that. Didn't expect the Xbow to actually lock on to the Dark Goblin first, though. But he goes for a Skelly King and then Skarmy, so he's actually probably going to be pretty low in Elixir, because he just spent the Skarmy and the ability. So hopefully the Skeletons walk up in time. Yep, for the Inferno. Let's go for a Knight and Archers. And we're going to have our log ready in case he goes for Wallbreakers. Okay, he does go for Dark Goblin and then a Fireball, but it's not going to be enough. Sadly, he is going to be playing a log as well, so this is going to be a really hard matchup, I'd say. Just because of the fact that he also has the log in here. Usually these drill decks do not run the log. Also, we're going to keep up the Xbow pressure, because I think that's basically the only thing we can do. Let's log here, but I don't feel too good about this log, because he's obviously going to pop Skelly King ability. Although he's actually letting the Xbow lock on, and Xbow is actually on tower, so Fireball doesn't do enough. That's going to be a huge connection. He's actually still going to have to respond to that, but he doesn't. I'm going to keep up the pressure again. I'm actually just going to go all in on this, and then just wait really late to log that drill. That's a strategy you can use, not one I would recommend all the time, but for example, right now, I definitely want to get the most out of this Xbow lock. So that's why I kind of wanted to have enough Elixir, and okay, Knight was kind of bad. I didn't expect him to Fireball. But it looks like we basically won at this point, I would say, because we have a huge lead. I think just playing super aggressively was really good. He's going to go for another drill, but he won't have a Fireball with this one this time. So Archers plus Ice Spirit should be able to fully counter everything. And then Dark Goblin is going to walk up. I can just go Skellies for that. And then let's keep up the pressure, because he just went for his win con. Also doesn't have Skelly King and Cycle, so yeah. Also, he does have an Inferno Tower in this deck, which is why I'm always predicting them with my Knights or Skeletons in front of my Xbows. Also Ice Spirit. Okay, hopefully I was trying to get a last-minute connection. Didn't work out, but I guess we can just defensive Xbow now and slowly spell cycle our opponent out. That's a really bad drill by him, because it doesn't actually... It's not like in the placement. You saw at the start, he went for a drill, and it was really annoying because it actually hit the tower even though I went for a Knight. That's a thing called True Blue and True Red, where sometimes, and okay, I don't know why he's switching up his drill placements, and he's going to give up now, so that should be GG. But yeah, it's like a really weird thing, True Blue, True Red, and I think it's just something that's decided when you start the game out, whether you're true blue or true red. I don't even know what it means exactly, but I know that if, for example, if you're true red, the Goblin drill's Goblin will hit your knight, and if you're not, then it'll hit the tower, if that makes sense. So, like, it's basically 50-50. It's just really silly RNG. And sometimes even if you counter the drill perfectly with the placement, it still won't actually target. So that's the really annoying thing about drill. And drill is actually a deck that I guess is going to be pretty popular in this tourney as well. So this deck's going to be really hard to deal with against better players, I'd say, but thankfully we're just able to keep up some nice pressure there. I think we are going to go for 15 wins today, and then matches shouldn't be too long because it is sudden death. But I'll probably try and get 2 videos out, 1 to 15 wins, 1 to 20. And we do see a Musketeer, so it could be 2.6. Gonna go for an Xbow. Yeah, it is probably gonna be 2.6 then. Let's go for a Knight. And okay, it's actually gonna be Balloon Cycle. Let's see if he has a Miner or a Lumberjack in here. That's gonna be a big thing for us, because if he has... Okay, he goes Musketeer. If he has a Miner, it's gonna be pretty annoying, but if he has a Lumberjack, so LumberLoon, it should be pretty straightforward actually. So let's just log, protect the Tesla with this Ice Spirit, and that should actually fully counter the Balloon. So I think I can actually Xbow. He goes for a freeze. That's definitely a bit aggressive, and I can just pull this in. Gonna go Knight, and okay, sadly he does also have a lot of tiny, tanky, spammy stuff in this deck, like the Ice Golem. Let's log though, and then Skeletons after, and hopefully this locks on. I think he does have a log in this deck too, so he should probably log this, but that's gonna be a really nice connection for sure. And now we're just gonna reset with archers. I think maybe I'll Xbow with this. Okay, but he actually goes log. Let's actually just Xbow anyways, I guess, because he should be pretty low. He also just wasted his Ice Golem. And then goes for a Lumberjack opposite. Let's try and kite this opposite lane. Yeah, so look at that really nice trick there. Let's log to predict an E-Spirit. Nice, we actually hit it. That was really good. He probably has to freeze the Xbow now. And yeah, really nice prediction log. And the trick I used there was actually basically just kiting the Lumberjack out of Xbow range. So you can do that sometimes. It's a really cool play to make. I guess let's just center Tesla reset. Center Teslas are a bit risky against LumberLoon because, or any balloon deck, because obviously it won't pull the balloon in. But you can kite the balloon into the Xbow with either, or into the Tesla rather, with either an Xbow or with a Fireball. So right there I use an Xbow. Let's also go Archers because he's probably going to freeze. And I am also separating my Archers and Tesla so that basically everything is covered and he won't be able to catch everything with a freeze. And now he's basically in Spell Cycle range, so I don't really think we're going to break through anymore. He is just constantly going with LumberLoons, but as you'll see, 3.0 Xbow Cycle has ways to defend this. Let's actually just Fireball. And since he went freeze, I'll Expo now because that was pretty aggressive of him. And Balloon should definitely not hit my tower anyways. Let's go for a Knight. Yeah, so this Expo isn't probably going to do much because he's just going to go LumberLoon again. Goes actually Lumberjack freeze. So we're actually cycling back to our log. Yeah, he has a lot of like spammy stuff. So we can't actually break through that easily, but neither can he. So as long as we defend really well, we should actually be poised to win this. Let's actually just Fireball on defense. No point taking any kind of risk. And then also against LumberLoon, you usually want to stack your archers same lane because they might not have a big spell. As you can see, our opponent only has the log in there. That's actually going to be Fireball range. That's going to be GG. And okay, I actually really love that emote. I think it's $5 in the shop though. Let's check, I guess. But I really wanted to get that emote. Yeah, $5 US, $6.98 in my currency. And oh, we actually get the sudden death badge upgraded. That's pretty nice. I actually really think that badge looks quite cool, actually. 25 wins. Yeah, I guess I don't really want to spend money on that, even though it is a really cool emote. I'll probably just wait for it to show up in the shop and then buy it with 250 gems. But into the next match. Okay, probably going to be another LumberLoon player. Yep. So like I said, guys, you can expect a lot of LumberLoon in this tournament, but it's actually... He goes for a freeze, and that's not even going to do much because Tesla's still alive. Let's wait for the balloon to walk a bit further, then go for an Expo. And let's see... Okay, he does have the bowler version. Actually, he has a log in here, so I don't even know. Let's just protect this Expo, though, because he should be pretty low in Elixir. And he does not have a freeze in Cycle, so he actually doesn't... Goes for a really low bowler. Let's actually just protect this pretty well. And now we're going to have to let it go because we are going to have to defend against this baby dragon bowler. But actually, we just won because Fireball does enough, so that's going to be GG. So yeah, literally in this tournament, guys, people are going to be going for LumberLoon's first play. Like, my opponent literally just did it. But all you have to do is go for a Tesla If I can just open up my battle log to show the match. All you have to do is go for a Tesla in the standard placement. You see me using it in a lot of these matches against Balloon. And then go archers off to the side. So you want to separate your archers and Tesla so they can't freeze both. That's a very good Xbow fundamental in general, just separating your troops to not give them spell value. And then you should be poised to get a pretty good defense going, and then you actually might get a counter push as well, and I literally just won off of that. So your opponents might be super aggressive, and honestly that's all that matters sometimes. Like, they could just be super aggressive at the start, and that's all that's going to be required for them to lose the game. But we do get a nice lightning chest there, and oh, I forgot to request a card actually. Let's just request something. 13 wins now. So yeah, like I was saying, these games are a bit shorter, but I guess there's nothing wrong with a shorter video as well. I don't always have to do long videos, and we do see Royal Hogs, so this could be Earthquake. I hope it's not going to be. Ice Wiz, okay, I have no idea. I'll go Xbow, I guess. Let's find out what he has. Giant Skeleton. So I'll go Knight. Goes for a Wizard. Sadly, that's actually a pretty good Wizard. Will splash everything. I'm actually in a bit of... Oh my god, he goes Hogs. So he's going to have double Hogs, I guess. That's Tesla. Tesla does not pull the Hog Rider. I guess that's good though, because we did take some damage, but Tesla will actually help out against Royal Hog since it is alive. Goes for a Bowler. Let's go Xbow, I guess. He has a lot of counters, it looks like. If he goes Royal Hogs on this... Okay, he goes Valk. And Ice Wiz. Okay, that's actually a little bit annoying. I was hoping he would go Royal Hogs so that I could just fireball them all, but he, I guess, well played by him because he did the better play. Goes Hog Rider. Okay, this is actually looking pretty bad, honestly. We're going to have to log this Hog back, and he might have a freeze in here too, so... Okay, he doesn't freeze, but still, that's going to be... Okay, this deck is really weird and pretty annoying because he has like 5,000 Xbow counters. He has the Valk, the Bowler, Giant Skeleton, and he has double Hogs. I guess our only saving grace is going to be if he doesn't have a big spell. Maybe we can come back with Spell Cycle of some kind, but I'm not sure. Okay, he does have a Fireball. That's actually pretty annoying. Hopefully Knight... I guess we kind of have to hope that the Knight will do okay there, and let's go for an Xbow. And then let's Fireball log these Royal Hogs. Actually, let's not log because we can't really afford to. Let's Tesla off to the side, though, for the Hog. And Xbow is on tower. That's absolutely huge. So we're going to go Knight to block it just in time. We're working with really tight elixir right now. Like, my elixir just barely got enough for that. But we did get a connection, thank God, because I'm pretty worried about this match, actually. Let's go Skeletons. Goes for a Wizard. I think we do have to Fireball that. And we are actually alive. Wow. So, I guess let's reset with a Tesla, because I don't really see how we're going to break through. Let's actually just defend, I guess. So, notice how I went for the pre-Tesla in the middle. Now, if he goes... Okay, he's probably going to Fireball this. Yeah, he does. If he went for a Hog Rider, I would have been able to just push it into the center Tesla. But I'm just going to keep defending, I guess. There's the Hog again. So, we're just going to get some archers on it right away. I can't even really go with an Xbow, sadly, because he has a Bowler in here. It'll perfectly counter the Xbow. So I guess we're going to keep... Yeah, there's the Bowler. So we're just going to keep on resetting with these defensive Xbows. Like, he has so many mini tanks. Bowler, Valk, and he has a Giant Skeleton. Like, that is a pretty bad situation for Xbow. Let's just Fireball, though. And then hopefully Skeletons. Yep. Actually, now I think we can Xbow. We did take some Royal Hog damage in the left. That was a bit unfortunate, but... We're going to try and break through here. Going to go for a log. And after the Giant Skeleton gets a bit closer, we'll go for a Knight. And then I guess let's Fireball the Wizard. You might not expect it. And we do hit one Royal Hog as well. So even though we didn't break through, we still defended just fine, I think. Let's also go for Ice Spirit Skellies to protect the Tesla. And once again, defensive Expo. So really big thing. Some people ask me, like, what do you do against these ridiculous decks with multiple win conditions? You know, he has Royal Hogs and... Hog Rider, and I would say sometimes you just have to defensive Expo. Let's Fireball the Royal Hogs just to keep... Okay, I literally just missed 3 Royal Hogs. That was really bad, but I think we can get back to another Tesla here for this Hog Rider, just barely in time. But we need to stop misplaying because we're cutting it a little close. So we're going to defensive Expo again. Kind of a weird placement, but I don't really have any better placements because the other Expo's alive. But still, Fireball does okay. Let's log. And just try and keep this Expo alive as much as I can. And then, yeah, this is pretty much just going to be another set of defenses for the next 1 minute. So hopefully we can make it work. He is starting to Spell Cycle us, so I think we'll Spell Cycle him back. Let's just Fireball. Now we have a Tesla alive. We have a defensive Expo alive. Should definitely be able to Spell Cycle him with confidence. Although here are the Royal Hogs. And I'm a bit worried about if he goes for like a fireball. Looks like I actually don't even need to care about that because Xbow's alive for long enough and is helping out against this bowler as well, so that's actually really nice. We're pretty much just fireballing back when he fireballs. Now he's stacked 2 bowlers though. This is pretty scary. I think we're going to have to fireball the Royal Hogs again, keep the Tesla alive. Bowlers are kind of shredding the Teslas. Or both bowlers, I guess, are shredding the 1 Tesla because of the boulder spam, but I think we're just barely going to hold on. Let's fireball. I think, yeah, there are only 10 seconds left. I think we can just stall out and just barely close out this one in time. That's going to be GG. That was a pretty sketchy match, honestly. Pretty worried as well. Or pretty scary for me. Like, I was a bit worried because, I mean, he had Bowler, he had Valk, he had Giant Skeleton, and he had Hog and Royal Hogs. Like, if he played that right, there should have been no opportunity for me to get an Xbow connection, but thankfully, we were able to. Like, that's just such a weird deck, but I think defensive Xbows are definitely a friend against these really weird decks. And I think we did just get our skeletons maxed out, so mastery level 7. Let's go. I'm actually going to take a screenshot of that, and that's going to be my 4th level 7 mastery, I believe. Let's just check over here. Yeah, so half of my Xbow deck is mastered up. Everything else is level 6. Ice Spirit as well, level 6. But I honestly don't play as much. Like, I haven't played ladder at all pretty much this season. I pushed up a little bit like a few days ago, just from 6,600 to 6,800, I think. But I haven't really felt like pushing, and honestly, that's fine. You don't always have to play. Or I guess ladder is like the main thing for people to play, but for me, it's kind of my... not really something I'm interested in that much, because I kind of just like to play for fun, and sometimes ladder can just be a huge slog, a huge grind, and I have other things to do in real life, so I don't really feel like always just grinding. I guess I could play it, but I don't know. I'm personally happy with just not playing it as much. I was considering trying to break my personal best this season, because it is a long season, but I think it's fine if I don't as well. Like, it's fine to just play for fun. That's a big tangent, but anyways, that's going to be mastery level 7 skeletons. We're going to be at a flawless 14-0. So let's try and get one more win in to get an undefeated 15-0 score. Hopefully we can get it. Hopefully we get LumberLoon. I know a lot of people think LumberLoon is a bad matchup, but actually it's a really good matchup for Xbow. And he goes for a barrel. Okay, so this is probably going to be a Logbait with a Rocket in here. And if it is, it's going to be a really bad matchup, because he does have 2 cycle cards, as you can see. Let's find out, I guess. Let's go for the Xbow and see. He goes for a low Valk. Yeah, there's the Rocket. This is going to be really hard because he has a super fast cycle. Let's log, I guess. We kind of need all the damage we can get. So you don't need to be afraid of logging on offense against Logbait, because you have other ways to counter their stuff. Like you saw just now, I went for archers and that fully countered. Let's go for a fireball, I think. Just spell cycle on the tower. And I guess let's go for a low knight. He just rocket cycles, so now we're going to try and punish that. Actually, I guess it wasn't that big of a deal, because he did also go for the... he did also hit my knight, unfortunately. We're going to try and log this Dark Goblin, but that's pretty annoying, and it does do a huge chunk to my Xbow. But he does log my archers instead of the Xbow. That's actually a big misplay by him. That's going to be a big connection, so I guess the fireball cycle was enough to bait him into rocketing my tower, and as you saw, that got him punished big time. Let's keep the Xbow pressure up. He should be forced to rocket here, because I do have a Tesla alive. Let's go for archers. If he goes for a Dark Goblin, I am going to log it again. And, okay, looks like he's trying to defend this without a rocket. Yeah, I had a feeling, because he wasn't playing a rocket for a while. So we're actually just going to keep on going in. Let's log, and let's try and defend this Xbow from the Valkyrie. So going to commit everything. He's back to cannon right now, I think. But that's going to be another small connection, which is really nice. I do want to fireball that. I was going to say I want to hold on to my fireball. I actually missed entirely, but that's fine. I was going to say I do want to hold on to my fireball, because I did just log. Or rather, I did just log, but then fireball log was next up in cycle. So I guess we were fine. I don't even know if that made sense, but anyways, Xbow, once again, we should be in a very good position at this point. Yeah, he actually just gave up. That's going to be GG. So that's a really bad matchup, I would say. If he plays well, I guess he doesn't have a princess in there, so it's not as bad, but really all he has to do is just rocket every single Xbow, and I can't really break through. And he should definitely rocket cycle me back. Like, I think the rocket is honestly... Because obviously if I defend his barrels perfectly as well, he can't really break through either. but he does have Log Cycle, and I don't. Because I have to save my log for the Goblin barrel most of the time. Although, again, like I said, you can use log on offense pretty liberally if you have to, as long as you're comfortable defending the barrels without the log. So for me, I used archers and skeletons, for example, and other ways you can just fireball it. I think there's even a way to fully defend the barrel with skeletons and Ice Spirit, though I'm personally not sure about that, how to do it myself, so I don't really go for it. But yeah, this matchup, I think fireball cycling is good because that is a way to get guaranteed damage, whereas if you just spam Xbows all the time, you will not get damage. And they don't have a princess at the bridge to worry about either, so it's not like it's that bad. So yeah, that's a really nice win, and that's going to put me at 15 wins in the Sudden Death Global Tournament. So really nice, I guess, part 2 to our Sudden Death Global Tournament grind. I'll probably try and go for 20 wins. I might just do that today and do like a double upload today, because I have a bunch of videos to catch up on that I haven't uploaded yet from last week and before, because I did take a bit of a break. But I guess we'll see. Worst case, I'll just do it once a day and like not really worry about my upload schedule. But anyways, that's going to be 15 wins. Really nice continuation to the Sudden Death Global Tournament with 3.0 Xbow Cycle. So I think it is definitely a viable deck. There is quite a lot of Lumberloon freeze and Graveyard freeze. We haven't really faced any Graveyard. I think, did we play against maybe like one Graveyard deck? Yeah, so as you can see, I played a little bit of ladder, but not too much, because I like Giant Graveyard, just not very fun to go against, and then like all these weird decks. But yeah, we faced Drill. We actually have not faced a single Graveyard deck so far, I believe. Yeah, we haven't, so I'm actually a bit surprised. I feel like there should be quite a bit of Graveyard freeze in this format, just because it's always been a good sudden death deck, but I guess maybe if there isn't, then it's not a big deal either. But it should be another really good matchup for Xbow Cycle is what I'm saying. So basically I think Xbow's pretty good, except against Drill, and I guess those fast cycle Logbait decks, but there are still ways to win, as you saw. So anyways, that's going to be it for the video, guys, so thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.